For this lesson, go ahead and go into your exercise folder and open up an image that begins with 906. We're going to look at our third blur technique. So go up to the word filter on the pull-down menu, go down to blur, and select the last of the three, tilt shift. Now it's just one more way to do blurring. Incidentally, you can use more than one if you want to by selecting these options up here. You don't have to use just one if you don't want to. Have some fun, be creative. We're going to stick to what we have and be boring, but I want the boat in focus. So let's look at what we have. You have a pin here. I'm going to move the pin down to the center of the boat. That's the focus area. Of course, we can change that if we want to up here. This option right here allows me to rock it. I don't need to because the horizon's nice and straight, so I'm going to hold the shift key down. It also allows me to change where the blur begins. And I'm going to put it right on the horizon, say right about there. This one, pretty much like where it is, I think. I'm going to move it down just a little bit, though. Say to about there. And this one I'm going to move up a little bit. What does this one do? This controls where it begins and where it ends. This is where it begins. This is where it ends. So if I come up here to this one, do the same thing. Change where it begins and where it ends. So I have a boat that's in focus, slowly going out of focus from this point, complete out of focus from here, based on my number over here in blur. Just like that. Now we have another option in tilt shift, and that is distortion. And if you watch, especially down here, when I change the distortion, increases or decreases its intensity, and you can also do symmetric, which is a little bit more organized, if you will. I like what I've got there, so we're going to stop. I'm happy with it. You can have more than one of these if you want to, more than one section. But another thing I want to show you here, besides I want to put this on high quality, is we are this time going to save the mask to channels, and I want to show you how you can take something like this and even have more fun with it after you get out of the filter. So we're going to say Save Mask. You can do this on all three. Click OK. Okay, so there we go. We have the boat in focus, slowly going out of focus as it goes toward the horizon and out of focus in front. But that's not all. If we go into channels, check this out. There it is. Now that mask is an alpha channel selection based on what we just did in tilt shift. What I want to do is use it again with another effect. So what I'm going to do is hold down the Control key, and that's the Command key on a Mac, Control in Windows, and click to select it. I'm going to go back RGB, go back to layers. What we're going to do is apply an adjustment layer. Any one you want. Take your pick. We're going to go down here. I think I'm going to go to threshold. This might be interesting. Go to threshold. I want you to notice something. The threshold now has the mask that was based on the selection. If we come over here, we can change what threshold does. And let's go ahead and get rid of all that stuff just like that. Now look at the difference in that image and tell me that does not look more dramatic in what we did. We changed the focus, that's cool. But we then used the selection area that it used to change the focus to apply another filter. And we can keep going with this. We could change the opacity, apply another filter if we wanted to. Maybe something like that. Even maybe change the blending mode if you want to. Using these features and then creating a channel mask just gives you one more advantage to creating exactly the image that you want.